Hello out there, everyone. We're going to give Fox and Bones a second to join us. I'm really excited that they will be our guests tonight. Hello. All right, here we go.
View. Go. Hey, Jill. Hey, Sophie and James.
Hey!
Hi.
Hi.
Juglia.
We did it!
Yay, we did it. Oh, it's so good to see your faces.
Good to see you guys too. We miss you. We realized we would have seen you like a week ago, but
In here.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. It would have been like now, wouldn't it?
This is not a diss on you, but I'm almost more sad that your parents didn't take their cross-country road trip and park
Right?
in our backyard for a couple of days. So
I know, right? That would have been the best. Hopefully we can like have a redo of this whole thing.
I gotta show you guys.
oh, show and tell.
Ooh.
She would have been parked right there.
Oh my god, you guys, that's so fun.
I know. We wanted to start a camping trip ourselves, just to kind of get out of the house and go do something. And then Tennessee just opened their doors next week. Yeah, so
Wow.
we don't want to now go out.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling it's going to spike in Tennessee that they opened the door.
Oh my gosh, your
Hey,
dad
Jerry
just said he's coming tonight. Yeah?
Oh. I can hear him firing up Jerome right now.
They're gonna drive all night.
Sorry, 1 second. Let me plug this back in.
Oh boy. Come on.
There we go.
Nope. Malfunction. Mayday.
The ceiling concert now.
Yeah.
All
There we
right.
go. Man, the COVID technology is getting us all.
Well, yeah, I'm excited to share some songs, but I kind of wanted to ask you guys about some stuff first. You guys tour like, what, 200 shows a year usually? All over the world? So you're...
Apparently,
Not
but
this year.
yeah.
We were gonna try to top it. But...
And Adrian and I keep talking. I mean, obviously there's the financial hit to all of us musicians whose shows have been canceled, but there's also such a level of grief of, not being able to go. And so how are you guys holding up? How are you feeling?
Overall, I think actually pretty well. I think for us, one thing that we realized is like how hard we were pushing ourselves and like how far past our comfort zone, like we were constantly on the road.
And for how long? Yeah.
For so long, and that does get exhausting, and then you don't really have the time because you're either driving or playing or sleeping, so you don't really have the time to like do anything else. And so during this time we've really been like just focusing on like ourselves and thinking about different ways to have a music career.
Because like the whole world is shut down, it sort of takes that edge off. Like in the past when we've tried to take time off the road, it's very anxiety ridden because people stagnant and the rest of the world is touring and going.
Facebook shows all these other great tours and festivals and all this stuff.
So there is some peace and serenity out of this situation that we're trying to stick to. So we feel that also, but you guys have been super creative in finding ways to still get your music out there. Can you tell us a little bit about your outdoor neighborhood concert that you did? Because that was awesome. And I don't know if everyone watching right now knows about it.
Yeah, so it was actually my mom's idea. My parents have come up with all sorts of great ideas for us. But when we came home from our tour, it was really sunny here, like unseasonably warm. And my mom was like, what would be cool? Because all of our neighbors in my parents' neighborhood are fans of us. Like we play in the area. We've played shows at my parents' house and they come and support.
Right.
So my mom was like, well, why don't you just like set up in the driveway, let people know that you're going to be playing and taking requests and then just play from the driveway. And so we did that. And, the homeowners association president lives right across the street. So I emailed him and he emailed HOA and let them know that this was happening. And so, we had people like driving by with their masks on. We had, people setting up chairs like 6 feet apart from each other. Like everyone was very good.
Socially distanced. I saw the videos, but
Yeah, we like really drove that point home because we're like,
Yeah.
we want to be able to keep doing this. We don't want to like get in trouble. So yeah, and it was so much fun. It was like,
Yeah, it looked like a blast. And you guys made the front page of your local newspaper.
we did.
Yes, that's amazing.
The picture did show the bottle of wine I had hidden behind my amp, though.
Well, you know,
Busted.
quarantine rules are like airport rules, right?
Yep.
Like, no time zone. You can drink before 9 a.m.
You don't have to change your clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Open container laws out the window.
Well,
yeah.
again for joining us. For everyone that's just tuning in, we're Adrian and Meredith. We've been hosting these afternoon hangs. It mostly, well, for all of you as you have your lunch hour or breakfast hour, and also for our fans in Europe who haven't been able to catch our evening streams. But today with us is the great Fox and Bones. They're out in Portland, Oregon. And we've become really good friends, touring with them on the road here and there. And we've definitely been quarantine buddies. So.
Mostly there.
Mostly there. It was in Nashville for some shows visiting us. And of course, you know, we decided we would do a Facebook or an Instagram hang instead. So we're going to swap some tunes. We'll start and then you guys can do a tune. Cool?
Perfect.
Sounds good.
Yeah, can't wait.
When the county comes in the bed to me, running your history. Chase trains and night with alright. I had smokes the rest of the time. Hell, the rhythm was much better than mine. Undeniable games, searching for my name. Straight to the claim of my grind. And give it up, each jump. Spark trains where they belong. Well, there's a weapon in between all steps and learning how to country rhyme. You're shivering. When the calendar comes in the bed to me, remain your history. Chase trains and night with alright. Thanks.
Whiskey and wine. That seems to consume our days now.
Hey, I mean, seems like a
Something.
quarantine.
Breakfast. It's something for breakfast.
We made whiskey sours the other night. Our friend had them when we were doing a Facebook or a FaceTime watch party of a show that we watch, and he's like, "I just made a whiskey sour," and I was like, "We need to do that," and it was really good.
Yeah, the oxtail game is really strong right now.
Oh man, I wish we were going to.
Real.
It's not much of a cocktail. It's just straight. Strong.
My cocktail.
Get the good stuff.
Yes, so good.
Well,
all right.
Do
Well,
it
we
up.
got a song?
We got a
Oh,
song. Hey, we got a song for you. We're gonna play it now.
Do it. Do it.
What's it all worth anyway? Can you measure life in numbers and a soul? What's the fair rate of exchange? Do you know the price for a fall? Each new breath that you take. If you only had a moment left, what would you want to say? How long does this ride last? Is there really any difference between our future and our past? We're going through changes, hell. Everybody's changing, it seems. Well, you'll never be the person you are till you ditch the person you've been. Time doesn't know the shape we're in. We keep trying our best to explain. Life is always dying to begin. What a strange and wondrous place we're in. So what's it all worth anyway? I'd say a lot, but it's all about perspective these days. Don't let them tell you anything at all. Some people hit the ground running while others take a lifetime to crawl. Time doesn't know the shape we're in. Let's find whatever's meant to be. I'm just trying my best to comprehend what a strange and wondrous place we're in. What a strange and wondrous place we're in.
Is that a new song?
New-ish. We released it in October.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's also a fitting title, A Strange and Wondrous Place.
Yeah, you guys are ahead of your time on that one.
yeah, a little bit.
That's awesome. I was just, when you guys were singing that song, it reminded me that the Portland Folk Fest was the last show we did before this.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
What a way to go out, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a way to go out.
Fox and Bones has been incremental in their Portland Folk Fest festival that they started, and now it's on season year 3, right?
Yep, this was our third year.
Well,
Yeah.
Going into year 4.
Year 4 is booked.
year 4 is awesome. Congratulations. That's really great. Portland's Folk Fest on Facebook, and their lineups are amazing. We had a great time at Crystal Ballroom in January, 7.5 years ago in January.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was a way to go out. It was a sold out show. It was amazing. Thanks again for having us out there. It was amazing. And it just, we really left that week being like, man, what are we doing in Nashville sometimes? It's there.
No, we've been campaigning for you guys.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
know.
should have just stayed and gotten quarantined.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Yeah, you could have had the extra bedroom at my parents' house. There would have been like so many people, but it would have been so fun. Constant music and craziness.
I know. Well, I think we were all kind of talking about it, right? Wasn't it? It was like this weird, like every day something changed. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing now during the reopening phase, but during January and February, it was like every day it was something different. Like, no concerts less than 250 people, then 100 people, 10 people, and you can't leave your house.
You guys were out touring as these news announcements and stuff were coming out. So what was that, being actually like in it on the road, not necessarily glued to a TV the whole time?
Yeah.
We were trying to take it. We kind of adopted the mantra of just one day at a time. If we got to the next day, then the tour would keep going. But each day that we continued playing, we kind of saw the restrictions, and I more and more I started mentally planning, like, all right, at some point we're gonna just have to, either hunker down in a hotel or go back home, so
do you remember what that point was? Do you remember if there was like a particular day you're like, oh shit, we gotta go home?
Yeah, I think we were just
Yeah.
planning out our route and planning out our tour, and just realizing that we had all different age spectrums of people that we were staying with along the way, and family and people with different conditions, and it just more and more started to feel like it wasn't just like we soldiering on like normal. It was that maybe we were putting other people at risk, and we felt
Right.
at a certain point we just have to shut it down, and we've played a lot of shows in our career. We'll play a lot more, and
Right.
If it doesn't, we'll get back to all those places that we missed.
Yeah. We were we were in California, and our last show of the tour, actually, we weren't expecting to be our last show. We basically were like, we had this house show. We stayed at this place a couple days. It was March 15th was the show, or 14th. And then we were going to San Diego next for a couple days off, and then a couple shows. And we're like, okay, let's just get to San Diego. We'll stay with our friends there and see what happens. And like that week while we were there, the shelter-in-place order in California happened. And that, because we were planning on going through our Arizona weekend and then going home. And then it was like, oh, yeah. And because there was even a point where we were like, if we just make it to Nashville, maybe we could quarantine with Meredith for a couple weeks, and it would be really fun.
Meet up with
we're all young, and so we're not at risk. And yeah, we didn't make it that far.
Yeah, it's and I know it's similar feelings for us too, as we like look at our 2020 tour schedule of trying to keep expectations realistic while not, it's hard to know. So I think that the one day at a time is still kind of the best way to do it. It's just not natural for musicians. We're all used to planning 3, 4, 5, 6 months out in advance. Sometimes even more. So it's just hard to know what the landscape in July and August and even how it's going to look like.
Yeah.
We have to carry on and plan for the best, and know that at the end of the day, we just got to keep each other safe. So
Totally.
Well,
I will say it's nice to play shows when I can stay in my slippers because no one can see that.
I know. There's some silver linings.
I'm like business from the top up, and then just like cozy from the bottom down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's like a walking mullet. I'm like a walking mullet.
Yep. That's our life. We're just walking mullets.
All right, well, we'll play another tune.
Yeah.
Man, it's so early. It feels like a radio show. This feels it's like anything before 7 p.m. and I'm like, man, where's my coffee on stage? I know.
We're on the air now, Adrian plus Meredith, with songs in the morning, guys. What do you got for us?
Yeah, exactly. Something way too upbeat. Just way too upbeat for the situation.
I started my day with a snickerdoodle cookie dipped in my coffee, so we're
quarantine.
Ready to go.
Quarantine. Amazing.
Whatever isn't filled with booze is filled with sugar.
Hey, it's good life philosophy.
One day at a time. Yep. All right. Well, we know that your parents are watching, so we're gonna do this one for your dad.
Oh.
quiche guy. He found the quiche guy. He stole the quiche guy. He hung it on the rack.
Ramen fermentfully packed, it was hanging on the rack. Someone stole the quiche guy when I turned my back.
Stole the quiche guy. Who stole the quiche guy? Who stole the quiche guy from the butcher shop?
Now you can take my shoes off, take my pasta, you can take my pierogi, but bring me back my quiche.
Who stole the quiche guy? Who stole the quiche guy? Who stole the quiche guy from the butcher shop?
Yes, I found the quiche guy, yes, I found the quiche guy, yes, I found the quiche guy, he hung it off the rack.
He found the quiche guy. He found the quiche guy. He found the quiche guy. He hung it on the rack.
Nothing like polkas in the morning.
Right? My dad, I think, just admitted to stealing the quichka, so that problem solved.
I probably,
She's like, now we never have to sing that song again.
He's like, you know that it was me. You don't have to keep singing it.
Of course.
yeah. So, it's quarantine. I ate the quiche guy
Yeah.
And everything else.
and everything else, and topped it off with 2 liters of booze. You guys are sitting on a record, right? Isn't that true?
We have 3 more songs we're going to record here in the next month or so that we've been working and finishing up, and 3 or 4 more. It's been a creative time. But yeah, we have almost a full record that I think once this all blows over, we'll plan some sort of release and tour.
Yeah.
That's like perfect timing. You guys have perfect timing with it all. We're actually sitting on a record right now, and
Yeah, it's been done, and now
trying to figure out when to release it is kind of its own.
we wanted to release it this summer. We're back and forth. Some days I say, just do it.
Yeah.
Put it out.
Mhm.
If you have music, put it out there in the world. It needs it right now. But
Totally. I know it's this weird thing of like, oh, don't release an album without touring on it.
I know.
Like everything shaking on its.
The tours will come, and the merch will be sold, and yeah.
When you can release it online and not like order a million CDs, you could wait to order CDs until you can sell them. Like just releasing it online might be.
Yeah, we could do a physical and digital release separately.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's hear another song from you guys.
Dance in the Aisle.
Sure.
Yeah, this is
This is a new one that we're gonna record.
Hey, song.
This is called "Dancing in the Aisles." I was raised in the folk, singing sweet songs to the Lord. Never thought to ask anyone why. All I knew I had soul, and these notes made it feel whole. Just wanna sing those sweet songs all the time. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, I grew up and left that all behind. Don't need Jesus to be a believer. I just want to sing these sweet songs till I die. Now I don't know who's right or wrong about what happens when we're gone. It's a conversation for another time. I just want to make them smile, get them dancing in the aisle. Just in case we only get one shot at life.
all this time, holding the suicide, oh, say, inside.
Some might say it's heresy. I know we've got all we need inside. Either way, let's make the most of the moment that we know. Just in case there's not a spirit in the sky. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Go and worship what makes you feel like what we're made of is what will save us. I just want to sing these sweet songs till I die. Oh, I just want to sing these sweet songs till I die.
Woo! Woo!
Thanks.
Awesome. Man, it sounds so good to hear you guys.
Yeah.
Man, it's been so fun.
Likewise.
I wanted to plug you guys. You guys are doing so many creative things, but you guys are offering some jingle work, right? Like a musigram. What are you guys calling it? Where we can hire you to song and send it to someone.
So so that is the songgram. So it's kind of like based on this idea when people used to like request songs on the radio and dedicate them to people.
Oh, cool.
And we do live, when we play live, we do song requests. And I was like, we're not playing live, but we can still do this. And so they're called songrams, and you can go on our website and basically fill out the form. You say what song you want and whether you want a video, or we'll do a live Zoom performance.
Cool.
I think we've done like 6 of them. We've had like 8 or 9 orders in the last couple days. It's so fun. And I don't even think I realized like how much it was going to fulfill like my need to perform and connect with people. And so actually this morning before we were talking to you, we did This Little Light of Mine for a Montessori school.
Oh, that's awesome.
So cool.
It was super cute. So like literally all across the board, like we can do anything. And then the other kind of next step up from that is that we're also offering custom songs. So we're going to be like, if people want like a song for their wedding or an anniversary or a birthday, we like take their story, turn that into a song, and I actually record it in the studio and do the whole real production of that. And so,
At home, you're doing like home recordings?
we'll actually probably go into we figure studios are like the ultimate social distancing place.
Yeah.
You're literally separated by a wall.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
And we're going to be in the studio anyway recording the album, so any custom songs that we get, we'll just schedule some studio time, bang them out, and have
Find all of that information at foxandbones.com. Is that right?
yes, we don't have the custom songs up, but you can message us. Oh, is it linked?
It's linked in the songgram.
The songgram. So we have like a tab on our website that says "Send a Songgram." Click on that, and all the info is there.
Cool. Fox and Bones, everybody.
Fox and Bones,
Thank
everyone.
you guys for
Thanks for having us.
We're Adrian and Meredith. We are going to be doing these Tuesday lunch hours every week. We've got next week we have Mallory McRae. She's a great songwriter from Nashville. The week after that, we've got an awesome band called The Finns from Dublin. They're a band that we met actually in Norway. So they'll be joining us from Ireland. So very excited to have them, and then we'll see how far this goes. But today, thank you so much, Fox and Bones, for hopping on.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Miss you guys.
Miss you. Bye.
Yeah.